I am Anne O'Neill. I'm Director of Enterprise, International Partnerships and Clinical Trials at the Office for Health and Medical Research in New South Wales Ministry of Health. My journey, I think, started when I was at school, really. In high school, I was blessed in a little country town up the mid-north coast to have an excellent advanced mathematics teacher, excellent professor in biology, in physics, and also in chemistry. And I availed myself of all those wonderful teachers, really inspired me to want to be in STEM in some way. I didn't know what it was at that point, but I then went on to do a Bachelor of Science honours at the University of New South Wales and really fell in love with the medical sciences because for me it really is the human face. It puts a human face on research, and so I developed a great passion for that. After university, I honed out my skills in administration and then was so fortunate to be in the right place at the right time when the Children's Hospital at Westmead had moved from Camperdown out to Westmead, and they had set up a research office, and they were looking for an R&D manager. And so that was really my first job in this space. Was jack of all trades for quite some time because it was like a startup really, and learned about human research ethics, animal houses, good lab practice, and I was also really fortunate to have an amazing generosity from the clinicians and the surgeons who really taught me what it's like to undertake research in a public health system and the passion that they had for finding solutions to the real world problems that they were seeing in their patients. So I was there for quite some time, nearly 15 years, and I was very grateful for that very significant learning at the Children's Hospital. And then after that, I wanted to get into policy. I wanted to see how government worked. And so I have been part of the Office for Health and Medical Research now for, in its various guises, but particularly in health for over 10 years. And this is really where I have found my stride in terms of being part of new policy development, new initiatives. How can we best support the sector to deliver health outcomes and also better outcomes for the economy and for really high value jobs. And we've been able to do that through the Medical Devices Fund and other commercialisation programs within New South Wales Health. Part of my role is to look at international partnerships. And the part of the work of the Office for Health and Medical Research is to act as a concierge for industry and international collaborators to find a way into New South Wales Health and to be able to navigate not just through the programs that we run through the office, but very broadly across government. So one of the things that I do as part of my role is to go to conferences like BIO, which is in the US, and it's the largest biotech conference in the world. And New South Wales Health, in partnership with Investment New South Wales, has been attending that conference and taking a New South Wales delegation for several years now. The reason why I find that really exciting is that we can showcase New South Wales to the rest of the world, and the rest of the world understands New South Wales simply because of, we have the Harbour Bridge, we have, the Opera House, it's iconic. But beyond that, in terms of a Connected Australia and Team Australia approach, we know that we have international leadership in advanced therapeutics such as gene therapy and phage therapy. We also are building extraordinary capacity in RNA, not just mRNA for vaccine purpose, but the whole platform. And we have, we're becoming really well known for our early phase clinical trials. So the opportunity to travel to the US or more recently to Canada, we've also had delegations going to Korea and elsewhere, is really about saying we are open for business. We are able to leverage the whole of the health system for the purpose of accessing key opinion leaders, patients, clinical trial sites. And I think that's really, really exciting now that the world is opening up again and we can travel. For me, the passion comes from anything to do with science. I think is exciting. I've just loved it ever since I knew what science was. I love seeing how things work or don't work in the human body all the way through to the population. And so for me, that I have naturally followed a journey from a public hospital all the way through to the Ministry of Health. And I think also too the people within health that I've met, once you're in health, you stay in health. And it's because you know that you in some way, if big or small, adding value to people who really need it, making their lives better, making the population of our state better, and then also contributing to the life sciences ecosystem all across Australia and beyond. I love food. I love everything to do with food. I love to think about food, cook food, buy food, prepare food for others. For me, being able to sit around the table with the family at the end of a really hectic day or week and actually be able to share stories, to be able to download to each other and do it over a meal that's been made with love is it's the thing that I do outside of work.